Hello everyone. Today we're gonna do Blendspace and AnimGraph using AGR Pro, which is a plugin in Marketplace. It's totally free. Also, for this plugin, he is making tutorials and everything, so you can follow his steps. But he's using already in his tutorials. He's using ready built Blendspaces and stuff. So I decided to make a separate tutorial for that. So let's start. First things first, you wanna enable the plugin in your editor. Next thing, you wanna make a Blendspace. You select AGR core instance up here and selecting your mesh. AGR where AnimBP, for example, right? Yeah, I moved them. Yep. Sorry for that. Sorry about that. So next thing is you wanna open it up. If you have a anim pack ready to use, basically you can go into your anim pack, find your character mesh, and delete skeletal mesh. And before deleting it, you wanna replace it to the current UE4 or whatever character you have. You don't have to do it if you have already Blendspace made something and stuff. You want to save select. Now you want to go your animations, because there are root motion for me. I'm gonna do root motion all of them. Now you want to go make blend space for later. So base move default movement. Wrong spell. Default movement. First things first, you wanna name the horizontal axis for uh, the direction. Next thing, you wanna put minus is 180, max is 180, and we have 8 grid divisions because we have more animations in this tutorials. So next thing is speed, called known as a velocity. So this is a tricky part here. Before we continue with the blend space, I wanna go to the make basics also in the anim graph. So we wanna default slot for coming soon tutorials. We wanna state machine. Default movement state machine. First thing we wanna idle. Next thing we wanna movement. And put the transition back. So those transitions, let me explain them. Why we are making separates? Because as you see, if you go here, here is already a build build plugins for us. So you can see a lot of plugins in here, and so transitions. If velocity is more than 1, that means it's character moving, right? We wanna set this not idle. That means character is no longer idling, it's moving. So then engine knows he have to go to the next state. So but if we are stopping movement and want to go to the back idle state, you have to put idle in here. So engine knows player velocity 0 is no longer moving. Idle here, we wanna put idle, whatever idle you have, you can put here. Movement. This is where the default movement Blendspace comes in. So first we are doing a walk, but we have to fill that also. So walking speed, you have to know your walking speed of your animation or your character. Mine is 180 for this animation, but you see you cannot put that here because you have to put the bigger value first. So it's 500 for running for me and 180 for walking. So walk backwards, we're gonna put both on the minus 180 and 180. Backwards left is minus 135. Backwards left is minus 135. Sorry. Backwards right is 35, 135. Forward is a 0, 180. As you see, velocity is 180. That means it's walking speed. Forward left is 45, minus 45, sorry, and forward right is 45. Left is minus 19, right is minus 90. Now run part. Run backwards is as the same as a walk. So you know walking, that means you know the running as well. Let me do it fast. So wasting time here. Backwards right go here, forward go here, forward left go here, forward right go here, left and right. So now we are going to the default movement here. As I told before, it's already built in variables you can use. So direction and get velocity. Now you see it's moving. In blueprints, you don't have to do anything in here. It's already built in script. So now you want to go to the player character, select max acceleration is 150 and max speed is 180. Maybe we don't have this one, so and we are not gonna add any controllers here actually. So let me make them as a gamepad input, mouse input, sorry, jump input, and oh no, didn't want to do that. So movement input. So we have a more clear, more clear. So next is we wanna change the animation for player running graph. You see, it's a different animation now. Also, you wanna add a AGR anim instance. Like you see, they have a lot of instances here. You go here, select the setup, and let me just hit. Okay, so you wanna change to the desired rotation. That means, oh, that means, of course, world is third person. So as you see, it's now moving directionally, but we forgot one thing. And if you scroll down, you can see the target weight, interpolation, speed per second, interpolation. Sorry, we wanna set this of 5 maybe. You see now it's not. So let me make a fast. Oh no. Let me do a macro. Set max walk speed. So you wanna import this and go to the event graph, select your macro, and it's 500 and 180, and you can do more variables after this. So now if you do that, you see it's running, now walking, now running, now walking. And that's it for this tutorial, and I will hope to see you on next one. Have a great day.